Autophiles!
In the Volvo EX30. We have done the Smart #1 and the #3.
We have done the Zeekr X.
Yeah. And now we're finally getting to the originator.
Is it the originator?
Well,
is it the first one?
SEA platform was supposed to be Geely built, but derived from some Volvo engineering. This is supposed to be the originator of
So
the tech.
Volvo helped engineer this platform?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, this should have been one of the first one to come
It
out.
should have been. This one actually came in a little bit before the Zeekr X in Malaysia.
Okay.
But it was a CBU batch. Zeekr X was launched and then they CKD this.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who may wonder, are there any other family members in this platform? There is one more that I found out recently, the Lynk & Co Z20.
So a bit of background, like I said, it was a CBU before, and when it was CBU, they actually brought in a very base model, super duper base model, for under 200k.
Okay.
So that was the one to draw customers in lah, because you already have the C40 and the XC40 electric. So what for you need a smaller size?
I was just asking him, what is the relationship between the C40 and now the EX30, right? Well, the C40 is built on a different platform. It's a different chassis from an older generation that shares both internal combustion and also electric and also hybrid versions, architecture. Whereas this is pure electric. This is also in joint venture with Geely, while that is pure Volvo.
Yeah, you could say that, because there was no CMA platform Geely product. So this was also built for Chinese plants. So this is actually built there when it was in CBU form. So CKD form, probably some parts are built there and then they knock it down and bring it.
So this is quite interesting because this is the current generation product. You're not taking a vestige of the old and then trying to fight in today's world. This is cutting edge level
for compact EV.
For compact EV.
And it's the first time we are seeing Volvo really show their link to the Chinese side.
Right.
Because before this, with the XC90s and all that SPA and CMA platform, it was completely
a bit more separated.
Completely separated. You know? You don't really feel that Proton, Geely nonsense coming in.
Correct.
Whereas here, it's like they're almost telling you like, hey, Geely's helping us out.
Right. And I think there are two reasons. One is the Chinese side in terms of EV is literally cutting edge.
Yeah.
And there's also a second reason is Geely itself.
The cost side.
Geely is getting a little bit not comfortable with so many brands doing so many different things. There is a bit of consolidation going on inside Geely.
Yes, we hear that a lot. Which is why Proton is left out of the loop half the time. It's like, hey dude, I got bigger fish to fry.
There are bigger battles to fight for Geely right now.
And
because
for Geely, looking at Proton, it's like seeing a kampong fisherman.
It's the kampong fisherman that is a little bit slower in its tempo. That's unfortunately the reality of the entire dynamic of the relationship now.
Yeah. Let's check
out the
design.
car, man.
So this car and the EX90 are the two Volvos that are debuting their new face. Now we have a new electric age Volvo face. The Tor's hammer thing now
has got a bit sharper.
A bit sharper, now it's segmented. In the EX90, if I'm not mistaken, this part here opens up to reveal the headlights, which is really cool.
Completely pointless.
Are pop-up headlights pointless?
Yes.
Actually, pop-up headlights, they got aerodynamic advantage in the daytime.
and then disadvantage.
Safety disadvantage because pedestrian protection is not there. It's bling lah, you know. I actually quite like the blingness in the EX90. Over here, I find it a little bit
plainer.
A little bit plain. Especially with the rest of the face.
It's a bit of a block of Lego.
Yeah.
It looks like a block of Lego.
Into the Lego aesthetic. The closest I can get to describing the look is like it's a deconstruction, minimalist deconstruction of Volvo design language. It's like Volvo was already leaning towards minimalism, but it was luxury minimalism. This is completely deconstructed. It's like eating deconstructed nasi lemak. It's a little bit, it loses the point. It's like they take the essence of sambal and they put it there, and then you're like,
the belacan is there, the chili is there.
The entire nasi lemak is in one cup. You know, and you're just like, the heck is this? It's too small.
It's gone too far, bro.
Yeah, nasi lemak is 2,000 calories. You know? This is not 2,000 calories. I see the Volvo flavor, but I don't see the Volvo substance. Especially in this nardo grey looking color.
Yeah, it's not nardo grey, but it's very close to it. I can see this in a Scandinavian setting, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It still turns heads, I have to say. Everywhere I've been driving, people have been like, whoa, what is that? And I think it just looks so unlike a lot of other cars right now. The design language
it stands out.
It is a revolution. It's not just an evolution of the previous one.
One thing that strikes me the most about its side is how big the wheels are compared to the overall body.
When I saw this part here, I suddenly imagined what this car would look like if it was a size bigger. like an XC60 size.
Right.
And I really understood what they were going for.
Okay.
It's just that when you shrink it down to this size,
It's too small to carry this look.
yeah, the wing mirrors being frameless,
Right.
is from Zeekr lah.
It's from Zeekr.
Yeah.
The entire back end quarter here is Zeekr lah.
Yeah.
You look at this is Zeekr, man.
In fact, Zeekr did it more dramatically
Right.
with that French-inspired,
Correct.
weird shape, which I didn't personally.
You didn't like it, right?
I didn't like it.
I like it actually.
But
Yeah.
I can see the point of it, and
Right.
that's a conversation starter. It creates a look that is actually quite unique.
And you can see the design language-wise, the Chinese have really zoomed forward. You can see they're a bit running out of ideas. So the only thing special at the back now is that 2-layer.
Disconnected.
Yeah, disconnected lights.
It still does that C40 thing where it like whoop when you unlock the car. You see the boot release is hidden in this black panel. At night, like my family is trying to figure out how to open the boot.
Right.
So people are going up, pressing the O's, pressing, looking for it there. At night you cannot see this.
Okay.
This little cutout.
But if you own the car, you will not forget lah.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, the back to me is a bit funky. There's a bit of Frenchness, there's a bit of Scandinavian, the Nordic feel to it. And I don't hate it. It's a very tidy back end, isn't it?
Yeah.
But make this tidiness a little bit out of context with zero flair, right?
You know, I like the C40 look
Right.
more than this. This
Right.
one just looks a little bit too Lego set.
Lego. It's very Lego, isn't it, actually?
Yeah.
Lego come from which country?
Sweden.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Denmark.
Denmark. Is it?
Some Scandinavian country.
Some design cohesion.
Yeah. So let's check out the boot.
Yeah. The boot will not be large, isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, you smaller.
Yeah.
Smaller than
IO small
X50.
is the right reaction.
Smaller than X50.
Smaller than X50. The only plus side, I guess, is that you have
Wow, there's another compartment down there.
storage for
wires and whatnot.
and you can take this thing and slot it down there.
Oh, nice.
So if you need the
Nice.
extra space, you can actually expand.
Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, this is the insecurity coming through. Will it fit? They basically tested.
That's very
it.
IKEA, isn't it?
Yeah. It literally looks like a
That's very
kind of thing.
IKEA.
Yeah. So they're trying to say, hey, you can move your seat forward and then you have this much measurement. So before you go to IKEA, you can take these measurements down, take a picture of this,
Right.
then you can see whether it'll fit in your car.
It's very European to give instructions, very clear instructions.
Yeah.
Don't drink the battery water.
Yeah.
You know, bro, if you're stupid enough to drink the battery water, you should win the Darwin Award, isn't it? But
It's Americans who need these instructions.
but IKEA and the Nordic touch to it is that they cartoonify it and simplify it to the extent that it becomes a picture.
Yes. So the only thing that they kind of innovated in terms of spacing is they put the hazard reflector, the safety triangle. So if you're taking this and leaving it at home, just bear in mind that you're leaving the safety triangle at home. So, yeah, and then the seats fold down flat, which I don't think you should bother to do.
Yeah, because we saw the legroom lah. You can tell the architecture similarity here, isn't it?
Wasn't it a bit different in the Zeekr X?
I think the position is exactly the same.
The Zeekr X, remember this thing was from down here.
Oh, is
It
it?
was from down here.
Oh, wow.
So they attached it down here in the Zeekr. Whereas here it's up here. This is
I
quite
see.
traditional.
Right.
Whereas Honda CR-V, I remember, and the Zeekr X is
Or down here.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're doing the Chinese thing where you have the chassis number
on every single body part.
Attached body part.
Let's try out the torture chamber.
I think for that chair, it's a little bit exaggerated.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
the
that's
driver's
because
side-
that's your fault.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah.
But
This is normal.
this is typical. Lah.
Right. Okay.
So
let's
going
see.
in, okay, the foot is in. Oh man. As I was going in, I was like, okay, there's enough space to go in, but the moment I sat in the seat, my body went like that.
Oh, yo.
So
it's a bit upright.
Very, very upright.
Okay, my turn. Can put the song, the TikTok song.
You are physically being bent into a different shape.
Yeah, I am.
There's nothing to say. This thing is just too small.
It's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit tight. This is a backup back seat.
Yeah.
Right, that carry you for half an hour and you start frowning already.
Yeah.
No, actually I start frowning within 20 seconds.
Yeah, because the moment you sit, your body is contorted.
Yeah, it is. It's so straight, man.
Your thigh is literally kind of... Yours okay? Mine is floating.
My thigh is okay. That's why this is the Chinese design. Shorter legs.
Shorter legs.
Yours floating, man.
Cannot.
Just like the handrest.
Oh yeah, floating here, floating here.
here.
Did try to carve out some space here, but
Interesting material here.
yeah, denim. Other interesting stuff is you have some little USB-C and then your power window switches.
Oh
are here.
yeah, quite cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind this actually. You know, they remove all the buttons from the door, so there is no wires and whatnot, which is quite cool. So you see there's no button there.
Yeah.
So there is no need for wires. I do not know whether there is an absolute absence of wires.
There's definitely some wire here. Also, there's no speakers, but I see a speaker grill here.
Yeah.
So maybe there is one speaker in the back. I think the front one is the one with no speaker.
But this is cooler. Because you know why?
Yeah.
If they put it here, you have to contort your body just to...
The other thing is there's no aircon vents at the back. But the car is so small that you can feel the aircon.
I feel it, I feel it.
You feel it, right? And then you got a little slot here to tell your fortune, palm reading fortune.
Oh, okay. And then that.
And then this thing kind of removes.
Moves.
It's your entertainment for your children.
Yeah.
Other cars will give you
moves,
an actual gaming station like Tesla.
Yeah.
You can play games. This one, you look at the Legos and play with it. A little bit bare bones.
Yeah, okay. The back here is okay for very small children. I think even my 7-year-old may not feel very comfortable at the back here. Headroom is decent.
Headroom's okay, but you got this, which I don't support.
I like.
You like?
I like Mengada style now.
Yeah. Okay, now you understand why I pushed the chair all the way back.
Alright, okay. Now I have to push back a bit. Yo, this is the first time I sit in a car that the dashboard is so near me. This is the first time I sit in a modern car where the dashboard is like...
It's here. It's like in your face. Yeah.
But I like the design. I have to say, setting... You see, I always say the screen cannot be premium. Because everyone can put a screen here.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
So give us the biggest screen you can put.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the bigger screen or a small screen, doesn't matter. The keyword is how you set the screen. That distinguishes cheaper from more expensive product.
Yeah.
And I like how they are setting it.
Yeah. Right in the center.
Right.
You can literally touch all the way to the back.
Yeah.
Even if you're sitting on this side.
Right. And you flanked it with two monoliths.
To chill it if it gets too hot.
I can get behind the design language, man. This looks like some hewn stones carving.
Yeah. The other thing that is quite nice is the colors that they use.
Yeah.
But this is all recycled plastic.
I know, the bottom one I can see. They let you see also. So it's not nice texture.
You know the cheap plastic where it's like shit? This is like it's that.
Is that? But at least it's something to feel
and at least
look at.
It looks randomized. The pattern, and also like there is some. You feel good about yourself. I'm not just buying cheap because I'm cheap. I'm buying cheap. I'm getting cheap because I'm saving the world.
Okay. As long as it doesn't break apart in 5 years now.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't melt, doesn't get sticky. You know.
Right.
As long as it's
I can get behind that. You know. I can do environment as a side.
It's a side thing.
Yeah.
Don't make it the main thing.
Yeah, don't make it a main thing, man. You know. Don't put critical engine compartment in recycled plastic. Germans, the germs.
Yeah. The other things to note of course, I put all the stuff here to demonstrate where everything goes. So bottle holder is here.
This is the most Chinese thing ever. This entire floating console.
Yeah. And it's not very secure.
It's not as well secured as smart. I know why it's not well secured. It's because it disappears. Wow. Hey, this is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So then you got your...
Wow.
This thing is pretty good. It's just a bit shallow lah. So you got to make sure it's all shallow items.
This is where you put your handbag in a Zeekr X.
Yes, the little hanging thing here.
Yeah.
Here it's different because here it's the glove box. Which is pretty cool. In the center, so you can reach it, I can reach it, but it's a bit small. And then you got two
NF.
But only one is a charger.
Oh, I see.
This one is just to like, I don't know, store there.
And then you have the Zeekr family, that stress releaser.
But here it's not so squishy.
Right. So. In the Zeekr, it's here where you hide it and you can squish on it if you're feeling woozah. Okay, this is a bit flimsy, but there's a reason why it's flimsy lah, because it's
configurable.
Okay lah, never mind, I'll forgive it because this is cool.
This is very IKEA, you know, where you have cable management. So you put your cable here, and then the cable can come out from this hole. Nice. It'll be nice and tight.
Very nice.
There is no opening for this. Yeah. So this whole thing is just to store away this entire platform. The Zeekr one comes out. It's a detachable.
Is it? You can detach. So you see the family is doing different things in the same vein.
I like that. I like that they didn't just say we're sharing platforms, so we share everything. everyone is trying something different.
They give you a platform and everyone do what they think is right with it, which is good. Yeah.
And it's almost like they didn't share notes.
Yeah.
Because you can see the entire philosophy. This one putting all the controls for power window.
Right.
My Alfa Romeo 147 has this. The same controls do rear and front.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very
so 20 years later, Volvo is learning from Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo had this.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the driver door.
This is so cool.
Yeah. So you minimize the number of buttons.
Right. That's good. This is good.
The funny thing is you have the rear buttons right here. But yeah, you're reducing 2 more buttons in the front.
Reducing. Unlike the Lotus, which is you're adding buttons.
Yeah. Add lightness. You got lock and unlock for the doors here.
Yeah.
And every other control besides your signal, your wipers, and your gear. Everything else, including a couple that were not expected, are all in here in the 12-inch screen.
Okay.
So let me show you the few controls that are here that I didn't expect to be here. Was lights.
Exterior lights.
Of course, you never set your lights. You leave it in auto and you just leave it, right? So when I was taking pictures of the car was locking itself every time I left. The moment I close the door, it locks and the lights go off. So I'm going to take a picture, So I manually set it to stay on, and then you confirm it in your wheel. So when I did that,
it works.
It works, but I forgot to put it back to auto. So then I went back upstairs and my neighbor sent me a message, hey, your lights are on. Yeah, so when you automate too many things and you force manual, it becomes a problem.
That's where you have your app.
Phone app.
If you have the app, you can do this perfect. You can't fault it.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I can't speak to because they didn't supply me with the app thing.
Okay.
The other thing, it has that driver alert thing. So this infrared sensor up here is reading your eyeballs.
Oh, right.
Which is a bit annoying, so I turned it off. When you're driving, the moment you look somewhere else, hey, pay attention.
Barbie. We look somewhere else all the time in this country. Come on, man. What?
You gotta look out for bikes and stuff.
There's so many things to look at in this country.
The mirrors also is another one.
Right.
So I didn't like that it folded every time. I wanted to take pictures now, so I just I customized it to not do all that. Then your seat control is a single.
I love it.
Square. It looks pretty cool.
I have to show it. They minimalize the seat control into one button. But it's contextual, right? The button in the center. So you push forward to move forward, you push backwards to move backwards, you tilt up and down for your tilt. Okay.
Then you press the button and it changes to lumbar.
Then you have this. You have tilt adjustment to lumbar adjustment based on the center button that you press. So I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's very intelligent.
And you don't have to put the controls up here like Mercedes because you have all the context down here.
Right.
Whenever you start to engage.
That is for illiterate people. This is for modern literate human beings.
Return to monkey eye.
Hey, why does this look like a strap?
Yeah.
It looks like a strap, right?
Yeah, like a belt.
Yeah, like a belt, right? Like some Viking belt that is pinning something to the. It's the battle axe.
So the left right is a little bit flimsy.
Yeah.
But the up down is okay. It's weighted. Yeah. The only thing that to me didn't seem like this whole cabin looks like they try to maximize the functionality.
Okay.
The thing that didn't seem that way is the big gap here.
Oh yeah.
It feels like a storage area could have been here.
Okay.
Secondary glove box or something.
Right.
The other thing is that because there are no speakers in the front door cards, they make it into a soundbar in front.
Oh yeah. This entire thing is a
soundbar.
Hamang Kadong.
So this is your TV. And this is your soundbar.
Right.
But I didn't really like it because the sound really feels directional from the front.
Oh, right.
It doesn't feel like a 3D environment.
I see.
And when you're coming from Volvo, if you come from an XC90, you get that, what's it called, Bowers and Wilkins, the Gothenburg Philharmonic Orchestra. That is really one of the best 3D sound experiences.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, wow, you guys know what you're doing. Huh? Then suddenly you come down to this and it's like, hey, my TV soundbar is better.
But I have to say, I like the texture here. Wow, the feel.
Yeah.
It's nice, but it gets dirty, and it seems impossible to clean, right?
Like we are the second people to drive this car. It's only got 550 kilometers.
Right. And you see these little marks that comes from people touching it.
Yeah.
And how do you get rid of it?
I can tell you, I'm the only one who has been driving and handling this car, and I've not been touching the car. And there's marks everywhere, man.
Yeah, there are marks here.
I'm just like, what is going on? I didn't touch the car. Why is it like this?
Yeah.
Which means it's just the sweat from your elbows.
No, it's also the rubbing. You see?
Oh my god! Instant.
The rubbing.
Cannot lah.
Instantaneous.
The car you buy, instantly you feel like it's falling apart.
No lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit girly.
It's a little bit girly.
Yeah, but the idea is good. I appreciate the idea, to be honest.
I appreciate the idea also, but I think this kind of idea is for a cheap car.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Alright.
When you're trying to do premium aspiration, I mean, yeah, you can have that idea, but it has to come across as quality.
You see, Tesla manages that to give you nothing and say that's expensive.
Yeah.
Porsche manages to take things away and charge you more.
Yeah.
So Volvo asked themselves, why not me?
Let's do that. We give you the ability to say the moral high ground.
Right.
But then when you feel it, you feel local.
Yeah.
It's a different way of doing things. Whether you like it is up to you.
Right.
In the end, it's all in your head.
Yeah, it's all in your head. Objective things like space, this one is really lacking. Right?
Hey, why they put Swedish flag here?
Is it? Oh, there is a
Chinese flag.
Oh no.
Shah Alam Selangor flag here.
Shalom, Selangor. We're talking about design, so design, man.
Exterior, I have to say lah, it's it hasn't grown on me yet. They're trying to go for very tech-centric, I feel, deconstructed vision of their future.
Right.
Which to me, the way Volvo does things, it's like 10 years one design. I can understand from their perspective, you're already doing this kind of huge change.
Right.
It doesn't look very Volvo anymore.
Right.
So they have to make it minimalist for it to still look a little bit, to feel a bit Volvo.
Okay.
So this is a very big change. It'll take a lot of time.
They are interpreting their heritage into the new world.
Into the new world, yeah.
Whether you like it or not, I mean, you don't like it yet.
Yes.
But we don't know. Sometimes looks are very hard to say. So this car may take a while.
It may take a while. There's nothing that offends me so much about the exterior design. Just exterior design alone, hard to give it more than 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
3.8.
lah.
The problem is you are sharing the same platform with very handsome cars.
Yeah, smart #1. Even #3 to me looks really good.
You have beautiful siblings and you're the ugly duckling. I wouldn't call you an ugly
Not
duckling,
ugly just
but
the
you're
plain
not a
Jane.
looker.
Yeah,
you're
the
not
Lego
a looker.
set,
right? You're not a looker.
Yeah.
Well, life is not fair, right? But this kind of people has to excel in something else.
So we shall see.
So interior-wise?
Interior-wise, I'm getting to an age where just give me the bare basic of space, ergonomics.
Right.
Everything else to me is expected already.
Right.
You know what I mean? Here I like the color choice of this blue. There's a little pop of something, of color. The infotainment, I think, is pretty good. I've got no complaints. You've got Google built in, so you want to find a charger. Just now I found a charger on the way here. And you still got Apple CarPlay and all that. Only thing is the aircon controls
It's inside here.
you can get used to it for sure. But I was driving around and for a good 1 hour, I was just like, whatever, it should be working fine. Then suddenly you smell the diesel, then you realize, recirculate air.
The European standards, they don't allow you to keep this on permanently.
It cycles.
Then you have to come back here and press it.
Yeah.
Because last time it's just right here.
Correct. And last time you can see, if it's on, the light is on.
Okay.
So these things still, to me,
A bit irritating.
I'm not going to minus big marks, but it definitely irritates me.
It irritates you. Okay, so what's your score for interior?
My score for interior, and then I haven't finished complaining.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Complain.
I'm okay with having this kind of minimalist thing where you put. But to me, it's like, is it an ergonomic way of doing it? It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
So you can tell this car is a little bit
Compromise.
cramped, and it's trying its best to maximize what it can do. And I can't say that I'm comfortable with what it has accomplished. It's a bit too small. Maybe I'm just too big. Maybe that's the problem. I'm sorry I'm so big, but to me, if a car is going to be this small, and if you're going to sell in this few numbers, make it a 2-door. The C30 was a 2-door.
Was it? Last time one.
Correct. And if you're going to be an electric car, then 2-door is absolutely rare. And if you're going to be a sub 200 or close to 200,000 2-door, you have no competition.
But the idea now is 2-door car cannot sell.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah.
But is it a fact? Push the pillar a little bit back.
Yeah.
Make this door absolutely gigantic.
Yeah.
And then make it a 3-door
Spacious in the front.
crossover.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, then I can completely get behind this car.
Right.
Here, you're trying to come across as, hey, I'm one size smaller than the C40, which is already too small.
Right.
I'm like, then why are you pretending to be a 4-door?
Right.
Yeah.
It's too compromised.
Yeah, it's too compromised. So interior is touching a 3.5. The 0.5 extra I give is because of the functionality.
There's a 0.5 extra there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3. What about you?
Oh, me. I am waiting for the outside to speak to me. But my biggest takeaway from the outside is, similar to you, I don't want to judge it too harshly because they are in the discussion. Right? They're not completely clueless as to what the is happening to the world, right?
Yeah.
They are in on it because they are at Geely, and Geely is fighting a battle, and they were in the battle room. Why you come out like that? That was my question. But my question is more like you're sharing. You have family genes shared with some of the better lookers in existence.
In this class. Yeah.
You know why you come out looking like this? I'm not saying you're ugly, but you're definitely not pretty, right? And why you come out looking so small? But I don't pretend to know everything, so I wait for judgment on that. On the outside, I'll give it a 3.8 lah. Okay, similar, right?
Yeah,
similar with you. Inside, I'm not gonna bash it. Because as an automaker, I would not make a two-door car these days. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't take the plunge and make a two-door car. So if you're gonna stuff really small Chinese grandmas at the back, go ahead. It's not gonna fit a European grandma, a babushka. It's not gonna fit at the back there. But you know what? I understand where they're coming from. I see some effort. I like how they set things here. It looks very Nordic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Nordic, right? Remember that little seat vault that they have in some...
Yeah.
It looks a bit like that.
This thing here.
Yeah, the seat vault, right? So I see that Nordicness, and I look outside, I see a tropical jungle, a forest, rainforest environment. I know this car is outside of its environment. It's used to a moist but very cold environment, a very grey environment. And in a very grey environment, you need a little bit of... this kind of very subtle but very brutally style of design will really stand out. It has that aesthetic of grim that I can respect. In rainforest, this doesn't work. You know what I mean? You need a little bit more finesse in your design.
A bit more organic.
Right. A bit of weave, benda anyaman.
Yeah, because when you have brutalists in the rainforest, it's called...
The rainforest will brutally destroy you. I mean, in the rainforest, you have to work around the forest. You have to learn a bit of finesse. Whereas in that Nordic environment, you have to stand still like a stone to weather.
I've been here for 1,000 years.
I will be here for another 10,000 years kind of thing. But in the rainforest, you will disappear.
You will decay in like 5 months. I give you 5 months.
I understand that design language is a bit out of its environment. So I don't want to judge it too harsh. Interior-wise, it's very small. It's a bit too small for even me. But it's okay lah, I can learn to appreciate it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for a drive.
Let's go!